So Opendoor loses a lawsuit for $62 million to home sellers for deceptive and misleading business practices. Let's get into it. So an article just came out on Market Watch. It also came out on several different news outlets. But the main one is on Market Watch. It was dated April 4th. The Federal Trade Commission came out and said that 55,000 home sellers will receive a refund totaling $62 million from deceptive and misleading business practices of Opendoor. Now, this lawsuit started back in 2019, but it was finalized, or the final order was due in October 19th of 2022. What this lawsuit stated was that over the past decade, Opendoor has emerged as one of the most prominent instant buyer companies, or iBuyer real estate companies, that buy homes from homeowners directly rather than serving as a broker on the open market between buyers and sellers. Opendoor has claimed to use cutting-edge technology to save consumer money, the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, said, by submitting offers at market value and reducing transaction costs compared with traditional home sale processes. Now, this lawsuit claims that Opendoor misled consumers by several different factors. But it turned out that all the claims of saving consumer fees, sales process fees, and so forth, was misleading and deceptive, because home sellers were misled, thinking that they could earn more money by selling with Opendoor than by selling on the open market. In reality, most people who sold their home to Opendoor made thousands of dollars less than they would have by selling their homes using the traditional sales process. All right, our buyers like Opendoor buy homes at about 3.6% discount relative to the amount that a home buyer could get for selling their homes on the traditional market. All right. Other companies that exit the iBuyers market were Redfin and Zillow. Now, it doesn't look like Opendoor is going to exit the iBuying market, but it does have a lot of stipulations in this lawsuit regarding the final order and what they are required to do in order to stay in business. For one, they have to follow a whole list of processes, and I'm pretty sure this is why the other iBuyers left the industry. But it looks like they have to give notification to the FTC if they're intending on filing bankruptcy. They have to, disclose a lot of stuff, man. They have to, send in reports of all of their marketing and so forth. They just have to follow a lot of processes, and this final order will be in existence for the next 20 years. So they have a strict guideline they have to follow for the next 20 years, I guess, to make sure that they are still in compliance with this final order. But there were four main items that Opendoor was found guilty of during this lawsuit. One was respondent's offer represents its projections of the market value price of consumer homes without any demand or any downward adjustments. Two, respondent makes money from disclosed fees rather than buying low and selling high. Three, the consumer likely paid the same amount in repair costs rather than sell their homes to respondent or sell their homes in the traditional sales. And four, consumer will likely pay less in costs by selling to respondent than they would pay in the traditional sales. And so these were four of the main reasons why they lost the lawsuit. And basically, the buy low, sell high, sales pitch is off the table. They made a lot of money by charging crazy fees. They had a processing fee. Let me see here. They have transaction fees ranging from 5 to 10%. There were repair costs that they estimate what the new buyer would come in and would request for repair costs. So they use a lot of deceptive and misleading processes. So I know a lot of sellers who did end up using an iBuyer when selling their home because they thought they was making a discount or, saving money. And they also like the convenience factor of sometimes you can, sell your house to an iBuyer and you can stay in your home as long as you want until, whatever transaction or whatever transitional period that you need in order to move into your new home. So those were some of the circumstances. But, just reading the lawsuit, it shows that they were actually charged for that time that they needed to be able to stay in the home after the closing date. So they made it convenient for you, but I think that which is why they got sued was the misleading business practice of not disclosing to the consumers that the real cost of them staying in the home after the closing date for the necessarily time that they needed. $62 million lawsuit. All right. Consumers win a $62 million lawsuit from Opendoor. 55,000 home sellers will be receiving a refund. Leave your comment about this lawsuit. And do you guys think that more companies will be following suit for being sued for misleading and deceptive business practice, such as like solar panel companies? And the list goes on. But look, leave your comments below. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Florida or Georgia, please feel free to reach out. We look for the opportunity to earn your business. I have the link below in the description of the video to schedule a 15-minute consult, or if you want like a CMA, comparative market analysis, value of your home, make sure you click the link below. Looking forward to earning your business. Don't forget to like this video if you love this content, and also subscribe to our video if you want to see more updates such as this. Until next time.